Hello, welcome to Simple. Today we are going to solve the day 13 of September LeetCode challenge. Today's problem name is insert interval. Okay, so let's try to read the problem statement. Then we will try to design one solution for the same. So here they are saying that we will be given two inputs. One is the intervals that will be a two-dimensional array that will contain one start time and that will contain basically tasks with start time and end time, and we will be given another one that's a new interval that we need to merge, or we need to place that new interval in the existing one, and if required we can merge with other intervals also, right? So you can see for the first example, right, our input is 1 3 and 6 9, and we need to insert this new interval in the existing one. The value start and end time is 2 and 5. Okay, so what we can do, so you can see that so basically our input is 1 3 and 6 9, right? So here I can merge it with the first one and it will become 1 5 and 6 9. So we are considering all these three time intervals, right? So this is the actual problem statement. So let's try to solve the same. So if we check the second example, that will probably give us much better understanding that what we need to do. So what we will do, so you can think this is a total time frame, right? 1 to 16. So since here my last end time is 16 only, so these are all my tasks, right? This is first task, this is second task, this is third task, and fourth and fifth. Okay, now we need to place this one. Okay, so now we need to place these tasks to this interval. Okay, so how we can do it? Okay, so our target is we need to place this new interval, that is 4 and 8, in between this, and if required we can merge. So how we can do this? So probably I will start checking from here, right? So here my start time should be 4, but this first task is ending before that only 2, right? So we can't place here because we actually need to place it here, right? So this will be its actual location, right? 4 to 8. So we can see in between we can have 3 tasks, so probably we can merge these 3, right? So probably we can create one new task which start time will be 3 and end time will be 10. So I can cover all these 4 in a single task, and so my actual answer will be at the end 1 2, then it will be 3 to 10, then 12 to 16. Okay, so this is the example 2. So how we can solve it? So probably since we need to return, so let's see how we can solve it. So we are going to follow a basic approach. So I will start searching from my initial position and I will check that can I place it here, but I see that I can't place it here, right? Because its start time is 4, but here its end time is 2, and it's all everything will be input intervals will be in sorted order, right? So now I will move forward. I will check the next location. Here I can see, yes, I can place it here because there is a chance, right? Because it's in the this second task end time is greater than the new interval start time, right? So probably this can be a possibility where I can place it. So after placing it, now I need to keep checking that since my here it will end in 8, so can we merge in between anything? And if possible, then I am going to merge it. Then I will keep moving forward. Okay, and at the end we can return this new array, right? 1 2 3 10 and 12 16. So that is the basic algorithm, kind of linear sub kind of thing we will going to implement, and that will solve our problem. Okay, so let's try to write the code using Java first. After that we will again discuss that how the code will work. Okay, so what I need to do, so at first since we are since in case of array we need to have the predefined size and all, so for intermediately we are going to use the array list to keep tracking all the intervals, and later we can convert this array list to integer, two-dimensional integer array, and we can return it. Okay, so let's declare one array list for the same. So again in that array list we are going to store integer array only. So and let's define that quickly. So it should be new array list. Now what I need to do, I will take another variable called index, from where I will start traversing. So it should be initially 0. Basically I need to do linear search kind of thing, right? So I need to start from here. I need to cover all the tasks, right, to find out the actual location. So initially it will start from 0. Apart from that, for simplicity we can take another variable, probably length, where we are going to store the interval lengths. Okay, so intervals dot length. I think that's fine. Now let's start searching. So at first we need to decide its start point, right, from where I can start it. So I need to check this, that can I place it here, can I place it here, like this, right? So we need to decide that. So probably I will check it for the first task, right? So let us take one while loop. So while loop, I need to check that index should be less than length, right, always. and apart from that I need to check that can I place it here. So if not, then I will keep tracking, right? So keep progressing, right? So if it is not, if I can't place it here, then I will move forward, right? So let's try to write the logic for the same. So what I need to check here? Okay, so we need to check that my current interval start time end time is less than my new interval start time, right? So we are checking that only, right? So you can see that 2 is less than 4, right? So here if I place it, so it is not a proper position, right? Because my start time is 4, here my end time is 2. So we don't need to do anything for the first task, right? So we need to keep moving forward, okay? So let's do that. So if it is matching this condition, then we will going to increase our index value by 1. And before increasing our index, we need to store the current task in our result list or list, right? So should add li.add, and we are going to insert the current tasks, because we are not doing anything with the tabs, we are not merging or we are not removing, right? So it should be intervals, and again it should be current index value, and again that's all I think. Yeah, we are going to insert it. And once, so suppose, so I will now keep moving forward. So here initially I was here, now I need to check with here, and in this case I can see this condition will not satisfy. That means we identified the start position, right? So then if I identify the start position, then again I need to run another for loop to check to decide the end position, right? So I can know that I can place it here and I can merge it like 3 to 8, and but I need to remove this, I need to remove this middle task also, and I need to decide the last endpoint. Can I merge anything more? So we need to keep checking that also, right? So let's do that. So for that, again I need to check my index should be less than length, and apart from that I need to check that my new interval 1 is greater than equals to interval. Okay, so we will check that my new interval 1 greater than equal to the start index of the current interval. Okay, so you will understand it later. Let's complete this while function. So basically using this we just keep checking that what can be my last time or end time interval after merging all the tasks in between tasks. Okay, so now what I need to check, so I need to decide my new start point and end point, right? So here our new start point will be obviously 3, and if you see this, and our new end point will be obviously 10. So we need to decide these 2 points, right? And then we will going to skip these 3 tasks, and we will take only one task, that will be 3 to 10. Okay, so how we can decide that? So here I know that my new task interval is 4 and current task start time is 3. So we are going to take the minimum value obviously, right? So let's decide that. So it should be new interval, and we are deciding the start point. So we are going to take the minimum value, right? So math.min of the current interval start time and new interval start time, right? Whatever is minimum, we are going to consider that as start time. Okay, so it should be new interval 0 or intervals index. Okay, so we are taking the minimum value for the start. So similarly we need to update our end time also, right? For end time we are going to take the maximum value obviously, right? So it should be new interval 1, and again in this case we are going to take the maximum value. It should be math.max, and again we need to check it, we need to consider the end time here, right, for taking the maximum one. So it should be interval index 1 and new interval 1. Okay, I think that's pretty much, and we will keep moving further. So it should be index plus plus. So okay, so now what next? So once we are done with this while loop, then I know that this will be my position, right? This will be my starter index. So once we are done with the second while loop, we know that this will be my one interval, right? So after that we need to keep adding all the other remaining tasks in our list so that we can return it. Okay, so again I am going to add it. So it should be li. So I am going to add it in my current or new interval start time and end time, right? So it should be li.add, and we are going to insert interval only, right, in our list, and we are going to keep moving further. So again I need to take another while loop, because we need to add this task also, right, in our result. So I need another while loop to add the remaining tasks. Okay, so it should be index, and it should be, again we need to check it should be less than equals to length, and we don't need to check any additional check. We need to just keep adding. Okay, so it should be li.add, and again it should be intervals index. Okay, and we are going to increment index after each iteration. Okay, so it should be index plus plus. Okay, I think that will add all the tasks in our list. Now since we need to return the two-dimensional array, right, so we need to convert this list to 2D array, then we can return it. Okay, so let's do that. So let's take one answer or result probably, which result array which we are going to return. So what will be the size here? So I know the size right now, right? So it should be new int my li dot size, and I know that my column value will be, row value will be this li dot size, and my column value is fixed here, right? 2 here only. So now I need another for loop probably again to pick one value from the list, and we need to insert that in our result list. Then we will return it. Okay, so it should be int I equals to 0. Then I should be less than li dot size and I plus plus. Okay, so now I need to insert it in our result array. So it should be result of I. It should be li dot get I. Okay, I think that's pretty much. That will copy all the value from our list to result array. Then we can return the result. Okay, I think that's pretty much. Let's quickly run the code. Then we will try to understand the code once again. Okay, now I think it's giving us the expected answer. Let's quickly submit our answer. Okay, I think our solution is accepted. So let's try to debug the code once again. And then we will try to identify the time and space complexity. Okay, so what we are doing here, so at first we are checking using the first while loop, right? We are checking the current start, what can be the possible start combination, right, or start position of the new interval. So I can see this, that here my start time is greater than the end time of the current interval because 2 is less than 4. So I will move forward and I can see that I can insert in this position, right? So my start position can be lie in between this thing, right? So in the second while loop, so at first I will know that, okay, so this will be my start index, right? So start index can be either 3 or 4, but we need to take the minimum value because we need to consider these stuffs also, right? So we are going to take as the minimum value as 3, and end time will be obviously 8 initially. So between 5 and 8, so 8 is the maximum one, so initially it will be 3 and 8, right? So again initially it will be 3 and 8. Now what we are doing next? Now we are keep moving, right? So we will check it with this one also. So this one we can cover up. If I take the 3 and 8, now we will come here. So here you can see that we can merge these two also, right? So again I am going to take the minimum value. So minimum of 3 and 8 is 3, and here the maximum value between 8 and 10 is 10. So we are going to take that. After that, this while loop will stop executing, right? Because it will not satisfy this condition. Okay, the second while loop condition. After that we are going to, so that means after the second while loop we know that what will be my position, right? So I know that my position will be 3 and 10. I am going to add that in the list. Then after that we are just keep moving forward our cursor or index to add the remaining. So here I have one more task, 12 and 16. We need to add that in our list, and we are just declare another new array, and we are just copy all the value of our list to array, and we are returning that. Okay, so what will be the time complexity for this one? So if you check properly that we are iterating through the whole 2D array only once, so time complexity will be obviously order of n. So we are not using a nested loop or something like that. So we are iterating each and every element only once, so it will be order of n. And for space complexity, yes, we are using extra space. That is why we are taking one list and for temporary purpose, and then we are copying the value of the list to array. So again the space complexity will be order of n here. Okay, so I think that's pretty much for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.